Alright, it's December time and I need to get tickets to Disneyland. There are many problems and complications to this, so if you want the tips and tricks, that's gonna be at this part of the video. Like I was saying, so I need to get tickets to Tokyo Disney and Tokyo DisneySea. So I headed towards Shibuya. Good news! Mission successful! Obviously, as every Disney goer knows, Fast Pass is already essential if you want to ride the rides that you want to ride, especially if it is crowded. And today, it is crowded.
Here you go.
So, first ride we went to is... We're going on our first ride here at DisneySea. We're going to the center of the earth.
It's awesome. It's in a big volcano.
Like, we're getting Fast Pass and Fast Pass, so it's going well.
Happy birthday.
Alright, we're in the line for Big Bend Beach. Right after this, we have Fast Passes for Tower of Terror, so I think we're doing things excellently. We got our seats. Oh my goodness, I love it. Alright, so now we're using our Fast Pass for Tower of Terror.
We don't got Tower of Terror no more.
Obviously, at a certain point though, we run out of Fast Passes and it's so crowded, all the Fast Passes are pretty much out. So what do we do? What do you do? You just roam and enjoy the park.
Hello!
Much fun as exploration was, what made everything incredible is that I got to be here with the person I love during a very nice time of Christmas. Awesome. So I just got to have a very nice and a truly blessed time with the person I love. Alright guys, this is bye from Emily and I. Coming from Tokyo DisneySea. What an incredible time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like and subscribe. But for now, ciao. Alright, if you watched all the way through, thank you so much. So here's the tips. First and foremost, getting the tickets. The lines just to buy the tickets for the park are long. And for me, I was unable to buy the tickets online. If that's happened to you, don't worry, it happens. Japan Disney, I think, rejects your international card. It's not your bank, it's just them. And so you have to go and buy the tickets personally. I know you can buy them at Lawson's, but for me, I'd rather go to the Disney store in Shibuya, which is what I did. You go up there to the 3rd floor, you can get tickets. You have 2 options. Well, you have multiple options, but if you get the 2-day tickets, they are consecutive, they are back to back. I do not know if I would recommend that. For an extra $15 a person, you can spend 1 entire day at the park and then go on a different time. So like say you pick to go Friday and then you can go Sunday, so then Saturday you can sleep in and then just go to Disneyland the next day well rested. Because if you go to back-to-back, it is tiring. I want to thank this channel. It is how I found out about that. The other tip, I think is a common Japanese tip, get a Suica card. Get a Suica card or those express cards, because then you don't have to spend time getting a ticket for the Disney monorail, because you'll drop off at a station and then you need to buy a ticket to go onto that monorail. But if you have a Suica card, you just scan it and hop on that monorail. It works just fine. Obviously the next thing, before going into the park, you can bring food, but say you forgot to pack the night before, in the morning of, you don't want to spend time getting food, there is a convenience store at the location before you enter the monorail, and you can pack up on food and water. That's what Emily and I did, and it is the best decision. Not that the food is super expensive at Disney, but it is nice to have a more affordable types of food to have with you as snacks. And then when it comes to dinner, you can probably enjoy the park food, because I highly recommend enjoying some of the park food. It's one of the highlights for me, at least. My other tip was already in the video. Get fast passes. I mean, the Journey to the Center of Earth throughout the entire day, minimum wait 1.5 hours, no matter what, especially when it's crowded. And that's the minimum. That wasn't the maximum. I think at some points it got up to like 2 hours, maybe even like 2.5. Find out if the ride you want to go on has single rider.
Or you can do single rider and then ride again.
That's right, Indiana Jones is one of the rides where you can do single rider. The other tip, try the lottery. Do not get upset if you lose. Emily and I did not win. From what I'm reading, a lot of people lose the lottery. But the lottery, you should at least try it. It'll help you go to reserve a seat for Big Bang Beat. It could help you do the other 2 shows, because we only get to see Big Bang Beat because they offer more seating in the first show. But the other shows don't offer more seatings, and the US iOS store is not the same as the Japanese iOS store, so you can't get the same Disney app, so you cannot make reservations. And if you don't have a reservation, it's pretty much impossible to get there if the park is crowded. Obviously that goes to the next one. Show up early to Big Bang Beat. It's not that bad because they'll let you in earlier and you can just sit down in a nice air-conditioned room or a nice heated room depending on the weather. Since they let us go in early, we didn't have to wait like a whole hour outside. We just had to wait like maybe 20 minutes at most.
The lottery people are behind us.
And then you get to enjoy one of the shows. I highly recommend the shows. It is incredible. If you have a Wi-Fi box or able to get internet while at the park, I recommend going on to the Disney website. That's what I used. I didn't want to download an app because I don't know how reliable they are. But I went on the actual Disney website, and if you go there, they have attraction and attraction times, and I could know what ride I should go on based on the wait time. And another one is simply, if you go to Disneyland during the winter, it is going to be cold. Be prepared for that. Bring extra jackets, bring blankets, put them in your backpack, and at night you're going to use them. At one point, I had to give Emily all my jackets from how cold it got. I mean, it can't be helped. It's the winter time in Japan. It gets pretty cold over there, especially during the night. All right. I think that's everything from me. Thanks for sticking around the second part of this video for the tips. If there's anything else you want to know, obviously leave a comment, hit like and subscribe. But for now, ciao.
She
はミニオン。神秘に満ちたこの海。
Okay, last place of the day, Little Mermaid Land or Trian's Kingdom. After this, we're going back home.
まもなく目の前の扉開きますが、ご案内があるまではこちらでお待ちください。
海の底にある。
Okay, I think we're done with Tokyo DisneySea. An incredible time. This is goodbye from the sea, or goodbye me and the sea to you guys. Ciao!